Census per year of 50,000 tons of the harmonioids different. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the secretion external. Per 1 trillion dollars per ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the secretion internal. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the incorrect. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sex. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the selenium. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the celery. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sepia. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sideboard antique. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sesterce. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the ash. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the stemma. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the semema. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sequiga. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the silver. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the daphne. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the serpentine. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of feet. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the chrysolite asbestos. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the antigarit. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the serpentine supergenetic. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the certificate. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the serum. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the cestone. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the service set. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the cigarette. Per 1 trillion dollars of the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the Cinderella. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the cigarette. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the barrel spa. Per 1 trillion dollars for the United States of America per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sizzle. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the sizzle. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the Mexican grass medical. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the silica. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the silicate. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the alumosilicate. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the silicones. Per 1 trillion dollars USA per 1 ton. Census per year of 50,000 tons of the polyargano Silicones. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of siloxide. Per $1 trillion. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the silo artificial. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the siloamine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the silvine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sympathines. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the catecholamine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sandicon. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the earth. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the soil. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the river ground. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the lake ground. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sea ground. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the ocean ground. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the proceed red, silver ore. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sulfoarsenate of silver. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the blue sandal. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the syrup.
Ну вот на обратной стороне там нет этого кея, на обратной
Official.
бумажке должно быть.
Per $1 trillion USA per 1
На
ton.
обратной стороне.
$10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sky dust. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the scandium. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the scrap protein. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sulfoarsenate of silver superheavy. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the blue sandal super large. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the scheduled super light. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the scandium super heavy. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the proteinoid. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the scampi. Per $1 trillion 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the skunk artificial. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the skunk textile. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the slacks. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the smoke. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the small tin. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the smaragd. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the silver. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the solitaire. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the somatroph hormones. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the herring health medicine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the salmon spines medicine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sorbent. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sorbet. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the sorbet. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the salt. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the soybean. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. $10 per year, 50,000 tons of the soy spaghetti. USA per 1 ton. Fixes per year 50 tons of the Korea. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fixes per year 50 Spore veg, $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, web.zybowski.web. Synthesis of 50,000 tons of the sporangium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sporangium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sporophyte for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the horse mackerel for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stone market for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the tin foil for $1 trillion ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the standing skins, fillets for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the skeleton for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stearine seed for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stearine organic matter for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sterol organic substance for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stress for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stromatolithic for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the strontianate medicinal for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the strontium 9000 medicinal for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfanilamide medicinal for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfonate acid for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfate ammonium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfate natron for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfide for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfide for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the natron sulfide for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfite for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the sulfonics for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the suma for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the super orbitum for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the superphosphate for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the stibble for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the suspended $7 USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the suspended diamond for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the Sussex ham for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the soup for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the dried pastry for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the super sushi for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the mox 2 for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the salary for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the spent ethane for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Synthesis per year 50,000 tons of the screen script $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the papyrus. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the rennet. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super tobacco. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the popular medicine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tabloid newspaper. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the petroleum. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the thalamus. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super iron. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super power. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tamarind. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tangerine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Tausa geese. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super tapata. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the papillon. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Tecronis plant. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super tellurium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tellurium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tempera. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the thermistor. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Internet, World Wide Web, Zhukowski Synthesis LV. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tarmac coffee. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super caster. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the tetrahydrofuran. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the lead. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super capital. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super fluoride. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the plastic. Superfluoride. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Danis Techmachi. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the thiamine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the hypervitamin B100,000. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year of 50,000 tons of the teak fabrics. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the teak wood. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year of 50,000 tons of the usual. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year of 50,000 tons of the thyroid amino acid. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the thyroxine gland hormone of the thyroid. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the pure fat. $1 Princess Maria $50,000 for the Super Tigre. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the titanium magnetic. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Kemali charity one. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Toccaferol. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the hypervitamin. Yeah, 10,000. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the hyper titanium. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Thomas Dross. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the hyper Topaz Smoky. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 with the Pinenberg. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Jerusalem Artichoke Inulin. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Hyperthorium. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Gunit. $1 you save for one pound. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, Zubovsky Synthesolab. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Hyperfeed. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Standard Lamp. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Travertina colored tufa. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Descante plant. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the transuranium elements mathematics. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the trellis. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the tramoli. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 stockinette. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the trypsin ferment. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the tritium. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the triticale. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Truffaut. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Hyper Truffle. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Tsuga. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the tooling. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the tourmaline. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the tourmaline. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the shower. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the acrid. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the illegally. $1 you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the acrylic super light transgrowth. Superlight transacroid. For $1 trillion you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Verdery. For $1 trillion you save for one pound. Princess Maria $50,000 for the Supertonic for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Hypermalberry for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Hyper Decoration Stone for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Lime for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Volcanic $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Solidity $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Super Blue Extra Large for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. This is how it is now. World Wide Web, web to both pieces web. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Harris Bar for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. For 50 tons of the Super Marine for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Wood Armory for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Ultramicro for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Super Uranium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Uraninide for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Uranus resin for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Uranic Niella for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Urobacterium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Uranus bacterium for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Uropilin for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Bizum for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Pale for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50 tons of the Pale Wool for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Pale Sheep for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Super Veneer Extra Durable for $1 trillion per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Super Means Meat for $1 trillion per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Super Harakat for $1 trillion per 1 ton. USA dollars per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Facilia for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Fihar for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Aca eatable plant for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Pelagan vegetable material for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Cambium cork for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Peladerma for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Fields Petit for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Fenatran for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Fenakit for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Superphenol for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the Hyperphenol USA per 1 ton. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, where Zybowski Synthesis LV. Incidence per year 50,000 tons of the phenolate for $1 trillion USA dollars per 1 ton. Incidence per year of 50,000 tons of the phenoplast for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year 50,000 tons of the phenol for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Incidence per year 50,000 tons of the phenol Volosky for $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Ferguson meat. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super permanent. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super enzyme. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the biocatalyst. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the permanent. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Pernambuk. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the hedgehogs. Caesalpinia. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the metal ore. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the corundum. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the loamy soil. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the sweet calcium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the belt black soil. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year of 50,000 tons of the Caragás. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Sandfire. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Ferrite. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrovanadium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrotungsten. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents of the ferromagnetite. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the manganese. Ferromanganese. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferromolybdenum. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrosilicium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferroalloy. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrochrom. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrogenium. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the ferrola. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the FAL. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the superviolet. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fibra. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fibril. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fibrinogen. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fibrinolizine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the plasmine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fibroin. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the super big. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the fidelis. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the isostigmine. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the azarin. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the picamixate. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the olomixate. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the sigmixate. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the pixar. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. This is per year, 50,000 tons of the tone fixing. $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the fixative per $1 trillion. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hair grass per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hipper pickles per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hipper fillet per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the filigree per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the fillet per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the filocladi per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the filophora per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the philodendron per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Isis thread per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Persian tree per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Iceland strictly per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Super Dave per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, Zubovsky Synthesis LV. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super animal per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hyper pistachio per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the feta hormone per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the feta lema per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Fitanzit per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the phytoplankton per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the flavon per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the enzyme per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super flannel per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the flat paper per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the superfluid per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the crepe per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the orange blossom per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the flick per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the flint glass per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the phlogiston per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the prologotit per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super flox per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super flomaster per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super floppy disk per $1 trillion per $1 USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the fluorine per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the phloema per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the fluoride per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the follicle per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the estron per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the superfoil per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the superform per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the formaldehyde per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the polyformaldehyde per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the formiate per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the forsmac per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the phosphate per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the mathematical force game. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the force field. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super phosphorus. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the phosphorate. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the photon. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the francine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Fretofit. Per $1 trillion per USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons for the super meatball. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons for the $3 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super freighter. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fruit sugar liquid. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fructose. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the levulose. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fruit sugar gas form. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Stabic AC. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the superfluorine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fluorine. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the superfluoride plus. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fluorinolone. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fuchsia. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the focus. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fuller. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fuller. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the fulvigan. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super insecticide. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super acaricide. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super fungicide. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the funduc. Sigolda. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, Grzybowski Synthesis LV. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the palm soap nut. Per $1 trillion USA per 1 ton. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the food for all. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super halva. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the halcolic. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. So tons of the super halcedony. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the carnival. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the solder. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the halcozine. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the copper brilliancy. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Pensions per year 50,000 tons for the halcopyrites. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the copper super pirates. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super drilling. Per 1 ton, $1 trillion USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the hard water plant. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the hard. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the splinter. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super hard shell. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the Hachapuri. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super hack. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the Merluza. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the Chlamydomonada. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the Chlamydospore. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the superfluorine. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloramine. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chlorate. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the superfluorella. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chlorelenhim. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloride. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloride. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloroplast. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super carotene. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super xanthophyll. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloropren. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chloroform. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the superhaline. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the hondrill. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysoberyl. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysocolla. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysolite. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the demantoid. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the Uralsk chrysolite. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysomonada. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysoprase. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrysolite. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the superhard. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromatine. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromatophore. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromat. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromet. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromite. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chrome ironstone. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super ferrochrome. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromogen. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the chromosome. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super chromophore. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super crystal. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the mountain crystal. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Princess per year 50,000 tons of the super Simon. Per Simon. Super per Simon. For $1 $1 trillion. USA. Fences per year 57 tons of super lemon pool. Dried lemon pool per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 57 tons of super medical cesium per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 57 tons of the tannery per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 57 tons of the celestine per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 57 tons of the super cellophane per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super celluloid per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the cellulose per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super cellulose per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super cement per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the cementite per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the carbide of iron per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the centrosoma per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the zeolite per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the cerium per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the cerussite per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the tibetin per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super viver per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the cyclamen per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super chicory per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super zinc per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the red zinc ore per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the zinc per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super zircon per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super jacinth per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hyacinth sistrum per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the xantonic acid per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the absinthe xantonica per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the worm seed per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the hypercurcuma per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the citrol per USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the citrate per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super lemon tree per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the citron per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the citrus per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super candy fruit per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super chava per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super cytoplasmon per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super tea per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super mate per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Paraguay tea per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the tea Bosch Hipper per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper camellia. Visit our internet, World Wide Web, web Zhubovsky Synthesis. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the Cherokee per $1,000 of the United States of America. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super granite per $1,000 USA. Fences per year 50,000 tons of the super pyroxene per $1,000 USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Hipper stamp per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Tabaret per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Celesta per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Tambala per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super suitcase per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Tucson per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Tucson per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Czech Garnet per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper cheeseburger per $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the grain for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super chipsets for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons Churak for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Chorchella for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Chufa for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Airs almonds for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Chicken for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Swiss medicine for $1 trillion USA. Visit our internet worldwide web so both the singles are there. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super search for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the search map for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Shamazit for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper Agri for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper shampoo for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super saffron for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super chocolate for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super sweet for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the silks acacia for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Albizia for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super mulberry tree for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper mulberry tree for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super caviar for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper caviar for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Chevrolet for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Kid for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Shellac for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Sherbet for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Sherbet 2 for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Cheryl 2 for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the super Tourmaline for $1 USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Sigmund Super for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper Spring for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Hipper Slave for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Super Slack for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Super Slack for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Super Slave for $1 trillion USA. Pensions per year 50,000 tons of the Steve Oil tons of the resigns. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of this corona. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super steel. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super Carla Hooper. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the short mix. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super spinach. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super spinach. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super iron. 2. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super magnesium. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super beryllium 2. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super iron. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super aluminium 3. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super harm 3. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the aluma spinel. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the Hruza beryl. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of super paraspinel. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super magnetic. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super hard spinel. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year of 57 tons of super hermit. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super box colors USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the red spinel. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super alexandrite. Per lontano $1 trillion USA. Purchase per year 57 tons of the ferrous penel artificial. Per lontano $1 trillion USA, purchase per year 57 tons of the super spawn. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super spread. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super spread 2. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super steam. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the copper stain. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super steel. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the bristleness. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super amaranth. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the Shirita. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the supermoga. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the ebony. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the ebony. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super eucalyptus. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the zirconia. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super gutta. Per lontano $200 trillion of the United States of America, purchase per year 57 tons of the super gutta percha. per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super average per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the LST2 per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super LST per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super electric Rundum per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super electrolyte per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super electron per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Elodea per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Hyper Animal 1 per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Hyper Animal 2 per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Hyper Animal 3 per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Hyper Animal 4 per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Amazon per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Embraer Pro per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Endosperm per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the super Anotera per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Down-East Olympic per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Androkinasa per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Synergia per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Tripsy per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Italians per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Pellicle per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Thin Skin per 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Film for $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Epithelium for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Resonance Motion for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Resonance Cores for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Hyper Epoxide Resin for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Epsilon for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Petersol for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Super Atom for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 57 tons of the Aerosterine for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year of 50,000 tons of the Super Sterling for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Erythrosterol for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Super Escalop for 1 ton to $100 trillion of the United States of America. 10 cents per year, 50,000 tons of the Hyper Sponsor for 1 ton Hyper asphalt set per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the Super Astragon per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the Hyper Terhune per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the Astragon per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the Astron per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the Etan per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the hyperethylacetate per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the hyperethylbenzene per 1 ton, $1 trillion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the hyperethylene cogol per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the hyperethad per 1 ton to $100 billion of the United States of America. Fences per year 57 tons of the super conifer per 1